Welcome back. This is our 4th episode of this session of Poker Time. We're playing 5, 10, 20, 6 max, no limit hold'em, and here's how things have been going so far.
The young one with all of the chips.
Yep. Danny doing pretty well also. Dan Ross and Karimio not so hot.
Anybody want some red?
Timmer's on safari. Jeremy's also here.
So much.
He's got an extra rack.
Here.
Dan Ross just lost a really big hand. Stewie Younger.
Can we give him it back?
Yeah, I think that's
He's got a lot of red.
great throw.
All red.
Here, just take this.
Yeah.
That's from Ocean's 11, right?
Yep.
Over the line, mark it as 0.
Topher Grace.
In my defense, I hit.
Is that who says that?
No, it's not Topher Grace. No, Topher Grace is,
That was one on the floor.
it's a different guy. It's like the lead singer of Creed or something like that.
Oh, you're not taking it.
Anyway, so Dan Ross looked like he was opening, but
not,
actually he was
like,
just
that hard
putting in the
to-
blind.
To
Okay.
figure out,
Right.
like you're
But
just.
you have, like,
okay, Dan,
8,
Dan.
9.
I know, but it's
Here-
not that hard to eyeball and see
Yes, it is.
approximately
Yes,
what
it
I
is.
have.
Yes, it is.
It's not that hard.
And
You didn't even know, and
Yeah.
you were right in front of him.
if when I had asked you, you had snap answered like an approximately correct number, that would have been totally fine. But when you're like, oh, it's maybe this, plus or minus 200, like no.
Well, yeah. So it costs you a time card.
But it's plus or minus
it didn't 'cause I
25%
gave
and
it
200.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, now you got your blacks in the bottom.
That I actually don't care about.
That's racist.
That's fine.
We're just trying to get you out of here, Dan.
Little controversy from
Yep.
the last hand of the last episode where Stuart was trying to discern how many chips Dan Ross had. Of course, he had a lot of reds, and he had them in unusually large stacks.
Rachel.
The Stuart found that it took too long due to the timed nature of the game to find out how much Dan had, and it thought it was a little bit unfair.
I think Stuart's right.
Yeah, I think he has a fair point. We could also
Austrian public
implement
health
a pausing of the clock anytime something like that needs to happen, but that
Pretty
would maybe
forcefully.
slow the game down too much.
Yeah. I think it's better to do it on a
Implicitly.
case-by-case basis until it becomes more common. But
No choice.
yeah, there's different ways to handle it for sure.
He just wanted to. I started going away.
Yeah.
Timmer's clearly decided to start
That was
playing.
so
Yep.
nice, my last week. Let's go back and do it again.
Pasco did actually say to me at one point when I told him I was coming back, like, do not expect another going away party.
Yeah,
Hey, Jeremy hasn't hosted one yet.
it's true. Nor will I.
Good flop for Timmer.
The Timinator.
Check, check.
And Danny checks it.
Card. Fold.
How does he know? This is the kind of board you could totally bet as Danny, but
Yeah, he's got 2 back doors. He's going to call.
huh. Well, ace high could be good sometimes.
Not against Timmer.
Nope.
Never against Timmer.
Never now. Ever. Never getting there. Gonna need at least an ocean to win this pot.
50.
Danny's folding before Timmer can even remove the chips from the stack.
What is smart?
So the players took a quick break, and they've decided to go
We're really
orbit
worried
by
about
orbit,
you
back and forth between No Limit Hold'em and Pot Limit Omaha. So we're going to see
But not double board bomb pots. So
Yeah,
we'll
no-
actually know what's going on.
no bomb pots, just straight up Pot Limit Omaha when
Oh,
it
and
happens.
look at this. Do we have a
Yes.
$80 straddle on the button?
Everyone has money in front of them. That's the dream. We
6
did it.
blinds. It's a 6 blind game.
Yep. It starts with the small blind, goes all the way out. So you can see Stewie Younger's got jacks, and that's pretty good. See how much he makes it here. Premier's already got it at 80.
240?
Yellow with wild
250?
deuces?
Yeah, something like that. That seems fine.
Cremio might just 3-bet.
It would not be crazy at all.
He
to
does have the
decide to do it.
button, so he can call too.
Yeah, Stuart makes it 300. Maybe feeling like if he gets someone to put in a raise, someone wants to 3-bet him, they're effectively committed, and Stuart's got a very good hand, of course. Creamer can comfortably call this, though. I
He
think.
can. He has position.
Yeah.
Stack the pot is very shallow.
Insane. Just insane. Well, the hand should play itself pretty direct. Wow.
Wow.
Easy for Stuart.
Check or bet. I mean, it is a coordinated board. I think a
Bet.
bet is in order.
I think you're betting here a lot. There's a lot of gut shots that Cremio can have, which he might decide to call or raise with.
Open enders, flush draws.
Absolutely.
He checks anyway.
Huh. Let's see if Cremio takes a shot.
He does have 2 back doors.
It would be very reasonable to take a shot here with the 2 back doors.
Yeah, you
But
probably
it's-
think you're losing to, I don't know, ace, king, or ace, queen, although you'd expect a bet from those hands a lot. It goes check, check. Cremio smelled it enough to not take the shot.
Yeah, good job not losing money there. I probably would have lost a few $100 on that pot in that hand. Stuart's
Wow.
gonna bet here, and
Just wow.
I just had a glitch in the matrix. Stuart's gonna bet, and there's no way Remo can
Yeah.
continue. Good job.
There's a pot and a bet and a bet and a pot. Pot, bet, pot.
Also the hand. Don't forget about the
hand.
hand.
Pot, bet,
It's a
pot.
little confusing that when we say a poker hand, we mean different things. It has multiple meanings.
Yeah, but we always know
We do. Yes.
because of the inflection, not the context. It's just the
Yeah.
way you say hand.
Yeah.
Like, listen to.
Let me tell
when
you about
I-
a hand.
It's
Oh yeah, I know
less
which one
than
that is.
one
But
stack.
let me say, I'm just gonna say the word hand, and you tell
Yeah,
me which
okay.
one I'm talking about. Hand. It's obvious. Which one is that?
Yeah, no, that's the actual the hole cards.
Right, of course.
Yeah.
Oh, this one. Hand.
That's not the whole cards. That's the other thing.
Yeah. Let's go one more.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
Hand.
That's whole cards.
Yep.
I don't know if it was. I
That
feel like
was.
you may have given
No,
me
that one was whole cards.
Oh, it was I right with the other two?
Yeah, you were right.
Woo! I'm a master.
I think he's downstairs.
He is.
Yeah.
Dan Ross continues to open. Of course, this is a very standard spot here. Look at Danny not wanting to fold. There he is.
Well, he's got the suited jack and the suited
Yeah.
eight. And Stewie Younger, he could absolutely 3-bet. I guess he's worried about Dan Ross's stack
mean,
and that he's going to have too many shoves.
Yeah, I think that's a fair thing. He'd probably just have to call it off here.
Yep.
And just doesn't want to do it. And instead, he flops very nicely.
This could be an all-in confrontation between
Yeah.
Stuart and Dan,
Feels like it almost has
especially
to be.
considering how much they hate each other.
185 in the pot. Dan Ross with only 835, and he is going to bet.
You could absolutely raise the Stuart with Dan's stack
Yeah.
to pot ratio.
You can get called by worse hands for sure.
Charge the draws.
You get to charge the draws. A hand like this going to call, but there's other draws you could force out, which is fine. Or if they call, that's fine too.
Been to the chiropractor too many times.
Where's your brace?
Stuart at the end of last hand moved Dan Ross in on the flop, and he's going to do it again.
And it's going to be an easy call for Dan here.
Seems like it has to be.
I guess he's going to do a little math, make sure it's okay.
Yeah.
But he's not just against cents here, based on the stack to pot, so you kind of have to call.
I mean, Stuart could have diamonds.
Yeah. He could have king, queen, king, jack of diamonds.
He could have draws. He can have a lot of draws. He could have straight draws, by the way, as well. He could have a 10. 10 isn't that bad. As you see, Dan's 43% anyway.
This is a bit of a nit roll, in my opinion. Do you disagree?
I would have called already. Dan Ross has used one of his time extensions, so he's not just playing around. There's no one to deceive.
The only scenario where I could see folding this for this size is like a specific tournament scenario where ICM is an extreme pressure.
Your ace might be good. Ace high might be good. A diamond, of course, is good.
Maybe I'm too drunk.
Just the fact that Stuart could have weaker flush draws is enough to make this call.
I mean, Stuart has 7-8 of diamonds. He's definitely moving in, right?
Yeah,
Or any diamonds, probably, but especially, like combo draws, which
but
there are some.
probably any diamonds.
I would think so.
If
I
he's
would move
doing
in
it
with
with,
any
if he's doing it
diamonds.
with ace 10, he's probably doing it with other 10s
Yeah.
too.
It
But certainly with diamonds.
Yeah.
felt upside down.
I mean, you could have Stuart in just a world of hurt. You don't. Turns out it's you're only 43%. But even when you're dominating with your ace, you're still 43%. Pretty good.
I would be very surprised if he folded, but I'm surprised it's taken him this long
Yeah.
so far, so I guess it could happen.
He's used multiple time cards here.
Jeremy doesn't like that beer. He's going to drink
He's
it anyway.
definitely- If you look at Dan Ross with his hand there, he's definitely doing the numbers in his head. He's trying to decide if he thinks he can profitably call.
I mean, it has to be a yes.
And he uses another. Is that his final time extension?
It's a cash game, even if he's only got 33% against the range, which is impossible. He always has more than that. But even if he only has 33% against the range, he's supposed to call.
Well,
I know the pot is not exactly
Yeah.
accurate, but it's still, that's about right.
Stuart's put in 725. The pot had 300 in it, so it's like 725 to win 1,000 and change, right?
Stuart's put in more than 725. He put in Dan's bet plus the 725.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Alright.
Dan
Wow.
throws it away. Wow.
Time card? Because you didn't count down.
Wow.
When
It was visibly.
That was a surprise.
No, it's like you
False.
said you were gonna count
Visit-
down the all-in player
fuck off.
stack, right?
He visibly had him covered. That was just a lot of work.
So okay, if you have more chips, then you have an advantage,
Oh, you're at a disadvantage.
like
This-
an
this
added
mine?
advantage of not getting counted down.
Really surprised on that fold.
That's fair. to
Yeah.
fair.
I think you would have snapped, right?
Yeah, I would have
You
called.
have a cap
I would have
on
been
it,
like, I
right?
call.
You can't
Yeah.
buy up to
And I would have said, I hope I'm way ahead of you. I hope I get you in jail.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I don't. I hope I win.
Yeah.
And I would lose more often than I would win.
So
but
it was a very
that's-
surprising fold from a
Also,
professional
I
player.
put
Yeah,
out
it's
more
interesting. I
chips
wonder what his
than-
thought process was there.
Well, I guess, yeah.
Maybe he thought Stuart really only had. I mean, he had the 5 of diamonds, so he thinks he's blocking the combo draws. So now Stuart's got more made hands.
He put Stuart on too tight a range,
Give him all the time.
but which is odd because even before Stuart made the move, we were both speculating that Stuart could move in with a 10.
Yeah, it seemed pretty straightforward. Ace 10 is a
I mean, not from
really
other people.
easy move in if
Yeah.
he wants to make. He doesn't have to make it, but he could. Dan's still thinking about it. Look at him.
It doesn't spread from surfaces.
I think he put him on a more traditional
Yeah.
raising range, like, oh, you have 2 pair plus or
Right.
combo draw, and I block the combo draws.
I mean, the truth is, he really only had his diamonds to get there. Like the ace was no good,
yeah,
but that's okay.
it's still okay.
Yeah.
Still tried not to give me.
Anyway, Dan just getting right back on the horse as he is wont to do.
After we had this conversation.
Like attempted and failed?
No, because I'm pregnant and
Oh.
you're not. To drink a bunch of coffee, which
Oh.
I don't. No, I have not.
If Ross is boss, he must be an undercover boss right now.
Oh, CBS.
What?
This fall.
What a great show.
You're not
Now,
allowed to
all
use
episodes now
that
streaming
Yeah.
on CBS All
Paramount
Access.
Plus.
Oh, that's right.
Get-
Get your branding right.
You can get like, some weird.
The Satan on the cloud.
Can't eat sushi.
Satan that's in the meat.
Satan?
Bad for the baby.
The devil. The devil's in the meat.
Someone online said online basically.
Where do you come up
said
with this
you can
stuff?
get food poisoning.
If you feed the Satan to the baby, that's bad.
It's bad for the baby.
But we were talking about this the other day, and Rachel's like, "Oh, my first kid I followed at my last." kid."
Hit on me with ace 4.
And I'm like,
spade.
Okay, that's
Once
not-
or the whole entire pregnancy.
Well, she said with
You didn't like
Sophie,
that?
She craved 65.
He's got ace 4 spades.
Yes, he does.
He's gonna make it
I've never
65.
gotten sick from
Timmer with the
getting-
4 deuce. Is
I'm
he going to play this one?
likely to get sick
What?
from eating
Are they playing the 4 deuce game?
They are not. They're not playing the 4 deuce game. So Timmer's really opened up his range. He tried for an hour and change. He really kept it tight. He had a plan. That plan is now in the garbage. And he's playing more hands. He flops a gutter.
Subway.
I guess Timmer just opens up as the session goes on.
And look, Timmer's going to lead. Tight Timmer's going to lead. How about this?
I don't know if Jeremy can fold, but based on how Timmer's been playing, it's not comfortable at all.
Jeremy's going to have to call once
It was like
with his
12
hand, I
years ago,
think.
can't even be next to it, Subway.
Timmer certainly has draws in his range here, like more hearts you would assume than the 4 deuce.
Damn, that's strong.
Yeah, look, Jeremy does not look thrilled, but does put the money in. Let's see. I don't know if you can call another bet unless you improve, though. It's Jeremy, right?
Josh was like, "You need to
How can you call again?
to this."
I don't
When
know.
it's Timmer.
I mean, it's not a heart at least, but
That's true.
still.
Let's see if Timmer looks like he is
This
getting the
is-
horses ready.
He's really,
There's signs
he's
everywhere.
using all that capital he built up reputationally.
He sure is. Wow.
How can you call?
I would really assume I was way, way, way behind here if I was Jeremy.
I think this is a fold. I think Timmer has a set of 3s all day.
Could have aces up.
It was pretty bad.
Let's see if Jeremy agrees or not.
It was really bad. It was around for like almost a month.
Can he see through it?
Wow, he's seeing something.
He is. And there go the chips. And
Credit to Jeremy because I would have been out of there.
me too. If Timmer can fire one more bullet and Jeremy doesn't improve, it's got to work.
Oh,
What a
no bullet
card.
needed. He's
What a
got the whole
card.
thing.
Well, that Jeremy can't love that card, of course, anyway. And did Timmer just shove?
moved-
Oh, it's
he-
600. This feels now like an easy fold for Jeremy when it's the 5
'Cause
of
it's a
hearts.
heart,
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's a heart. And Timmer decides to bet anyway. Bet
Yeah.
big.
Your
He's lucky it's the heart. I wonder if Jeremy would have made the call if it weren't a
That
heart.
wasn't how I assumed it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Review,
I don't know if
but
Timber would have
Nice hand.
fired,
Not a
but
good river.
it'd been very tough for Jeremy to make that call, I think.
Nice hand.
Timber shows the hand. I wonder.
I like that.
So he's trying to reverse the reputation. I don't know. It seemed to work for him. Well, actually, it didn't work for him.
I get 300.
It wasn't working at all. He was getting
Yeah.
called.
Yeah, somehow he didn't get it through on the turn.
Yeah.
So now he can go back to tightening up, in theory, since he showed the 4 deuce. If people were paying enough attention to realize he went
Sure.
fire on flop
I
and turn.
really did miss this. I really have to say, I really did miss this.
I forgot to tell you when that hand against Danny, when you were using your time cards.
So Dan Ross has $20 out there as well, but surely that is a
It's
mistake.
just an accident. Yeah.
You're only 10.
He's not.
He's still in his head, I think, about that
He's
ace
not
5 of
calling.
diamonds hand. There's no way he's blind limping, right?
It can't be.
Yeah.
It can't
When
be.
the button passes-
Oh no, no,
Oh,
Carino
Carino
had
had too much out. That's
okay.
it. We solved the mystery. Nancy Drew style.
Hardy Boys.
Cards.
Encyclopedia Brown.
It's
Turn
probably
one.
So many classics.
Yeah, my legs
Goosebumps.
are so nice.
I don't know if
Oh,
that's
okay.
mystery.
Yeah, I don't know that really. I think it's horror.
Scary stuff.
65.
R.L. Stein, you know.
R.L.
What a prolific and fabulous writer. Timberwolf Jacks again. Stuart's about to get the bad news. Let's see how he sizes it.
225.
225. I do not see Stewart continuing.
And he quickly folds.
So Amber got Uber Eats tonight,
Yeah.
and the guy delivered.
Oh, I really thought that was the whole story.
Yeah, that was the whole
That
story.
was funny.
Just like how you didn't go home with that guy. So
That was good. I'll give you credit for that.
So anyway, she orders. She
Yeah,
ordered
exactly.
Uber Eats, and they delivered something else with her order. So she got a
This
extra
could be a lot
bag
of things.
with a Coke, a small thing of Fireball, and a pack of cigarettes.
And they got the order right.
Wait, some Coke or a Coke?
a
There's a
Coke.
big difference.
A Coke. I don't think
That's
Uber
a-
Eats delivers cocaine yet.
Well, I mean,
Give it a couple years, but yeah, I don't know.
Why is that important?
65.
Timber is opening up.
Yep. Jimmy lets us go. He could have called, but it lets it go.
Sure.
Sure.
Stephen Chidwick probably would have called there.
Stephen Chidwick would have 3-bet the minimum just to make
And then
you
go
sweat.
Min bet, min bet, min bet.
Yeah.
And bluff you out on the river.
Yeah.
The min bet.
so, I mean, I like
$35.
no force straddle, but
Jeremy.
you guys can make your own decisions.
I'm gonna put the line at I'm gonna put the line at 1 and take the under on number of cigarettes Amber has ever smoked in her life.
That'd be a good bet.
I will say that if they're going to play 6-max, adding the third blind is a really good idea.
It's fun.
It really increases the action.
Well, not mandatory.
No mandatory straddle. I'm gonna straddle anyways.
Yep.
Because I'm a fish.
Danny trying to get a mandatory straddle on because 3 blinds is not enough.
Put the money in that position.
What's the number of cigarettes you smoked in your life, Stuart?
I mean, what we've done is we've finally into the PLO aspect. We're going to do an order to PLO now.
PLO Orbit
Yay.
7443. Not such a great hand,
No.
actually.
Not good. We're going to see who knows how to play PLO here at all and who doesn't, based on their starting hand selection alone, I think.
I really.
My strong suspicion.
Yeah, she likes cigars more than
Decent hand on the button. Not
I
amazing.
mean, not great.
You can play it on the button.
He limps it on the button. It's fine. Dan Ross just folds that hand, which means he actually has a sense of a reasonable starting hand selection. I think a lot of people would have completed with that hand. I like folding it for sure.
Yep, that's a bad hand.
Looks like Danny's just going to put in some money.
Forgot I had to do that. Right? No, it's not. 60, 85.
Oh yeah. Sorry, you're right.
No, Jeremy has not such a good hand.
It was
double,
cheap.
Double
he only,
suited.
He only put in $10.
Yeah.
Danny is raising Queen 8-5-5
Wow.
double suited. That is
That's not a hand.
optimistic.
What did we decide
What,
it was?
what was the
One of the
result
things
that
about
negotiation?
PLO is it's hard to get folds pre-flop once people have put some money in. He did
But
get
he-
Jeremy out though, because Jeremy was just a blind.
Yep. Position is pretty important here for Cremio.
Cremio does flop. Well, they flop the same hand, actually.
Yep, they both have Queen 8.
My buddy
Yeah.
and I,
It's their current
we bought
hand.
a pack of Marlboro
Danny
Reds
continues, and I guess Cremio has to
first
call
day,
once.
And him and I just ended up chain smoking that whole pack, and then the next day we bought another pack, and so we each.
A heart would be nice for Danny, and there is a heart, but that's pretty sweet. Danny checks,
I don't know
though.
why we just like randomly decided that when we were camping, it's chain
I
smoking.
guess he's a little concerned about trip trays there for Cream.
Trays.
Cremio, yeah.
So yeah.
We're gonna bet here.
College.
This is a bluff?
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Oh yeah, college was a crazy time.
I probably,
Marlboro
I probably smoked
Yeah.
like
Dan, do you remember that from
Danny
20
with the
years ago?
second nut flush draw
Remember what?
College.
and
college.
Oh yeah.
the 8. It's the Jack of Hearts. It says 9 of spades over there, but it's the Jack of Hearts. Danny wins this with the flush, and he's gonna check. So the
Paired
board is
board.
wrong for some reason.
It is a paired board, though, which
Yeah.
is why he checks.
Oh yeah, and it goes check check, and he's gonna show the winner.
Highlight of the camping trip.
Nice hand.
Thank you.
I mean,
Pretty much just a bluff.
he asked
That really was an optimistic race pre-flop, but paid off for Danny, the gambler.
Optimism often creates, you know,
Pretty
it's
tough
like
for me
the
to fold on
secret.
that river, but I
You
mean,
just think about stuff
Yeah.
and then you get it.
The law of attraction.
It's math, man. Like it's like Ferrari, 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 Ferrari. Guess what's in my driveway?
I mean,
What?
sometimes it'll happen.
It's a Prius.
Sometimes a Ferrari will end up in your driveway.
I don't have a driveway. So
there's
there's a problem with the premise here.
We just smoked a cigarette because we always tattled on everything that we did.
So we got 6 guys, and I would guess
Was
My
or is?
sister
maybe 1 or 2 of them play PLO with any regularity. So
entire bottle of vinegar.
there could be some really interesting confrontations that take place here.
Yeah.
They play PLO when they were doing like
That
bomb
was
pots
our
and stuff.
solution to
Yep.
never
And
Oh, it's not PLO, I guess
that's,
it's no
that's-
limit.
That's
but
a different thing.
it sure is.
Damn.
There will likely be some overvaluing of hands,
That's my best guess.
No, I
Too
know,
younger.
like,
and some starting hand selection that is 2 good no limit hold'em hands that don't make up a good PLO hand.
Exactly. It looks like Timmer's limping because of the deuces, I guess.
Yeah, see
That's not what you want to do.
That's not great. Ace ace, you got to play pretty much no matter what.
Oh, of course. This is a raise.
40.
He even has
Single
one of them
suited.
suited, and he has a wheel draw with the.
He's got 2. Yeah, he's
way
got
to
2
go.
straight draws. So Timmer's calling here really just to try and hit the set of deuces. You can see one of the problems with this, of course, is in PLO when you hit your baby set,
It's not
your opponent
usually
can hit
as
a bigger
good.
set.
Yeah.
Yeah, like so. Drawing to small sets is not like it doesn't work as well as it does in Hold'em.
Jeremy does not like the paired kings there,
Nope, he does pick up the nut flush draw on the turn.
and a gut shot to
Oh,
the
God.
wheel.
Yep. He's gonna bet, and that's got to be the end of it, right?
I hope so.
Yikes.
Timmer lets it go.
Does anybody have 1,000 black they can sell?
So Timmer wasn't even playing 2 good hold'em hands; he was playing 1 good hold'em
Yep.
hand.
Well, he did have bad diamonds, also
Yeah.
like the 7 deuce of diamonds.
Yeah.
Which in this case would have been good had he made diamonds, but hard to make any money on that, of course. But I think people who are Hold'em players, it's really easy to look at. Oh, King Jack of Spades and the 4-5 of diamonds.
Yeah.
And what you really want is 4 cards that work together.
Right.
For
4, 5, 6, 7 is much better than that.
Yeah, for sure. Like you got 2 aces in your double suited, or you can make straights with them and
Yeah.
stuff like that. That's the cards are going to do a lot more of the heavy lifting. So they are playing, by the way, 5-10 here, not 5-10-20 once we're in the PLO, which is smart because the pots would just be insane.
Yep.
A lot of people, when they raise, are only going to raise pot, for example, in PLO.
Almost a good hand, but not.
But not a
quite.
good hand. No, this is definitely not a good
If that
hand.
7 were a 10,
If you're in the big blind and the small blind raises, you can defend.
yeah, but Timmer's gonna open it.
Yep. Cremio. We can almost see his hand there. Oh, there. Oh, now we can completely see it. Once again, Timmer up against aces with a suited ace.
Yep.
And a wheel draw.
120.
Timmer puts in the raise. That should fold out most of the riffraff behind him.
Gotta be 8-10.
I mean, of course, yeah.
But like, I'm glad.
Timmer lets this one go. Good job, at least not putting more money in there.
Yep.
You don't want to chase good money after bad.
5 of diamonds, so that's
Bye.